to rain pretty good. It will impact the surface. It will impact communication.
Petey LaSala wins the opening draw for Virginia, the #1 offense in the country. Cavaliers average more than 18 goals per game. 7-game win streak. Here's Peyton Cormier. He's got the short stick matchup. Cormier looking to initiate, shoots, and the save made by the Kaiser, William Helm. That's what possession off a shot. Brower, the last time out, held Schellenberger without a goal. Here comes Jeff Connor. He's got the short stick matchup. Bounce shot. That one's turned away. Loose in front.
It's a nice save by Helm. This is a young man who's got to be pinching himself. A year ago, he was playing at St. Lawrence. A good deep.
As good as you'll find. Here's the freshman, Charlie Balsamo. Beats Saladay and wheels it behind the cage to Brennan O'Neill, the nation's leading point scorer. He beats Sawstead. O'Neill beats Nunes, and Duke on the board first.
Something clicked after the Devils took down Syracuse in the Dome in overtime, a game which they hit 15 pipes. And in their last handful of games, watching this team on tape, it's the best I've seen Duke's offense since the Jordan Wolf era. And that was back in, what, 2015-ish? O'Neill, one-on-one, can be unstuck. Winning the matchup on the perimeter against the ball. They don't have to double team or support.
McAdory across the midfield line and picked up a few bruises from Kastner. Andrew McAdory, 5'9", Cole Kastner, 6'7". Aiden Denenza falling down. That hit Sawstead in the shoulder. Wow. Somebody lost a stick.
Bent in half, and the refs are letting him play for sure.
Yeah, Duke's got a man advantage. Ledman fires a rocket. The fifth-year senior has played like an All-American in 2023.
Tempo and playmaking, what separates this series from the rest. Balls on the carpet. You see the broken, bent stick in half, so Virginia's got to sub a player out. They're a man short. Great look by O'Neill. He skips it through the defense, and Anishu nailed it. Garrett Ledman is playing like a boss. He is playing like a first-round draft pick in the Premier Lacrosse.
The offense, the interior passing.
Last week, they shredded Notre Dame with 5 goals from the crease. You could say 6 if you count the Dixon rebound goal.
Patrick McIntosh, who had 6 goals against Hopkins, is out there. Now Cormier, he's dodging and he scores. Duke daring him to be a Dodger, and the big Canadian says, I'm gonna get mine.
Talking to offensive coordinator Sean Kerwin of Virginia. He related that last week they attacked Notre Dame from behind the goal using a lot of great footwork.
With Duke, the shot clock resets to 60. The goalie got a piece of it. Matthew Nunes in goal for Virginia. He played better last time out against Hopkins after struggling against 3 Maryland teams in succession. From the wing, Ledman with a laser, and he fires up this Duke crowd. And there is a little bit of a Duke contingent here at Klockner, and it's 3-1 Blue Devils.
Garrett Ledman set all sorts of scoring records at DeMatha, surpassing Paul Rabel. Last week I texted Paul. I said, I'm watching your guy Garrett Ledman, and he is playing like a pro. And Paul texted me back, one word: confidence.
Have won 16 in a row in the regular season against Virginia. The Cavaliers' last win in this matchup came in 2004, last regular season win, when current Duke assistant Matt Danowski was 18 years old. He's now 37. Doorstep, Connor to Dixon. It's the Slim Reaper getting one back for Virginia.
Connor with his eyes up. The Duke defense cheats ball side. They think they may have to help. And Dixon, who started behind the net, curls right-handed to the near post and beats Helm to the punch. Was crazy. Big shot Brian Carroll scored late for Virginia. And then Max Quinzani, the doughboy, taking a feed from
Ned Crotty.
Ned Crotty. Right-handed, by the way, Max.
See if they can get it to Schellenberger, who's marked by Tyler Carpenter, who was an All-American last year.
This Duke defense winning these matchups on the perimeter.
Cormier drew some attention. Inside McConvey off the pipe.
That's one you need. That's one you need if you're a Wahoos fan. They can't believe it.
Great look, great pass, and it hit the top crossbar. Here's Carpenter.
25 at the end with a hold. 30 seconds. 25 with a hold. 30 seconds.
Our official there, Steve Ruppel, his son Brian, made 3 spectacular saves on this field 2 weeks ago when Maryland knocked off then #1 Virginia.
Easy call, Bauer.
Season at 41%. Brennan O'Neill now. Over to Denenza. Feeding inside.
Nice
Bounce shot.
check.
Not there.
Great poke by Tommy McNeil, 21.
O'Neill with a rocket off the ground. And it's 4-2 Duke. O'Neill has had a hand in 3 of the 4.
This is scary. We talked about the conditions and how the outside bounce shot on a natural grass surface, it's got a little moisture to it. Watch him use the earth here, big time. Plants his feet, and look at that ball just skim and accelerate past the stick of Nunes. That is a thing of beauty. This angle tells the tale. Dead center, uses the defender as a screen on a day like today. Probably make more saves with your shoulders, your face mask, your quads. You got to move your feet because no 2 hops are going to be the same.
Kip Turner, Virginia's assistant coach, telling us they've been working with Nunes, both on mechanics, both on psychology, as Caputo goes upstairs. And it's 5-2 Blue Devils. Q, we showed the graphic early in this game. It's not just Duke has been dominant over Virginia over a long span. A lot of these games have not been close.
It again defies explanation, and you see that this midfield group, Caputo runs downhill, there's no double team, and he too can win a matchup, okay? There's not a soft spot right now on this Duke offense. I told you earlier in the week, like watching this team on tape, win against Syracuse.
Here comes Miezon.
I thought they looked strong last week in a game in Philadelphia against a tough St. Joe's team.
It's a slip and slide. Carpenter's got it. Miezon trailing him. Carpenter in transition, plays it to the wing. O'Neill, one more. Dyson Williams, like clockwork.
From turnover to turn and rake. Virginia can't keep their feet. Carpenter with just a beautiful handle. Tic-tac-toe. That's why they call it execution.
You're going to owe somebody money for that.
Can prove costly.
Here comes LaSala, 30 career goals. Fires on Cage. Helm turns him away. Loose ball picked up by Frizzoli. Now Duke going the other way. Virginia milling in retreat. Naso to O'Neill. Frizzoli fires wide.
Score while running towards the goal is there. We've seen him pass the ball in the last couple weeks. Today it's more of an ISO set.
Denenza rolls and sneaks it by Nunes. It is 7-2 Blue Devils and 4 unanswered in this second quarter.
Classic inside roll. Denenza posts up, the 6'3" junior. Talked about him as a passer, but he realizes double teams are going to be slow. He's got all sorts of space there on the corner.
Arno gives you a little juice from the outside. He's got the ability to beat his man, and if he can hit the cage, it's a dangerous weapon. Cormier now against the short stick. Now picked up by Carpenter on the switch. Cormier still carries, fires, and scores his second unassisted goal. It's 7-3.
This is the cat and mouse of this game. Duke gives Cormier the short stick matchup, and the big man rolls to pay dirt. Gets to dead center and makes him pay his second of the game, and a much-needed goal for the Wahoos. As much, and they've put the short stick on Cormier. It's taken Virginia out of their typical offense.
And Kenny Brower has a lot to do with that. He has defended Schellenberger well in his career. There was a viral moment a few years ago. Remember when Schellenberger broke his ankles?
It was unfortunate.
And what was lost in that game was how well Brower played. And what has been lost is how well Brower has played in his career against Schellenberger. Here comes Cormier down the alley, fires, and a hat trick for Big Peyton. He's got 6 hat tricks in 7 games. 26 career hat tricks now in 47 games.
You can feel this goal. You can feel the impact of this goal. Zinn gets away with one there, but Stevenson puts himself in the land of giants. And look at Zinn, the road runner, eyes are up, a gorgeous headman pass to Cormier. He's given too much real estate, and this place comes to its feet. Virginia loves to run. They need a more helter-skelter game.
And dumps it back to Saladay. Tommy McNeil, the pole is out there, along with LaSala.
Naso just bailed in the middle of that play.
And now Duke with an opportunity. Here comes Jake Caputo. Nobody picks him up. Feeding inside, slam, dunk, Dyson Williams.
And we can run too. This is misplayed by Virginia's defense. It's just a blatant 2-on-1, but you got to know your personnel. Here's the turnover. We've seen this happen all day in wet conditions. But the 2-on-1 is misplayed. Why? Well, who do you want to shoot here? Caputo or Dyson Williams? And your point, and that defender has a choice. And so as the goalie there, I'm yelling at him, back off, back off, back off, stay on 51. Lately as a lefty.
Played for a former Duke great at Lehigh, Kevin Cassis. Here comes Mitchell. Now McAdory. Denied by Nunes.
Nice one by Nunes. He shut it down the size.
He had that knocked away by Wilson Stevenson, who leads the team in caused turnovers. Virginia retrieves.
He's got a matchup here.
He's got the short stick, Aiden McGuire, a freshman. Shuts the top player coming out of high school a year ago. Feeds the middle, Xander Dixon, top shelf. Little penthouse palm for the Slim Reaper. It's 8-5.
How about those wrists? For as much as we want to talk about Connor Schellenberger being the quarterback of this Virginia team, the guys who may decide this game are guys like Griffin Schutz, Jeff Connor, and Thomas McConvey. Look at Dixon. Again, finding the pocket, the bubble, the soft spot, and then the wrister. It's a young man whose dad was...
McConvey able to cradle that.
Dixon's versatile enough that he can run the show from behind the net.
Came to Virginia as an ex-attackman. Cormier shot saved.
And that in itself right there is represented the U.S. last summer in the U20s in Ireland.
Eden Prairie, Minnesota. Jeff Connor feeding inside, shot, score. Peyton Cormier with 4 in the opening half. That was the first one where he scored off ball.
That's Virginia. That's Cormier being one of the best in the business on the crease as a finisher, using his big body to deal with defensive pressure and finding corners. Connor draws 3 white jerseys and picks up the assist as Cormier pegs the water bottle.
2 assists, horror genre. Richard Chismar. Did you reach chasing the boogeyman? Pretty good. Connor Schellenberger's first shot saved by Helm.
Chismar.
But in his career against Duke, 2 games, He's at 1.5. Petey LaSala won 10 out of 16 at the faceoff X. Jake Naso, second in the country in faceoff win percentage, gets this one to begin the third quarter. Dyson Williams had a couple of goals for Duke in that opening half, 51 in white. Denenza dancing around X. He slips. Gives Saladay time to recover. O'Neal charging down the alley. Ran out of real estate. Denenza's shot, that's a save.
With Connor is where they want to go here.
Connor probing. Dumps it off to Cormier. 4 first-half goals. Cormier gives it back. Shot by McConvey, saved by Helm. He's in double digits. A new 60 for Duke. McAdory toward the cage, trying to machete through the defense, can't. That's trying to move through Jurassic Park.
Yeah, nice help there defensively.
11 turnovers by Duke. Evan Zinn feeding inside. A shot and a score. And a hat trick by Xander Dixon to bring Virginia within 1.
The evolution of Evan Zinn, carrying in early in his career here. He would have split this and taken it down the alley and taken a maybe shot. This time, because of his blazing speed, he draws the eyes of the defense and suckers them to number 0 and then dishes.
Which was?
A turkey giveaway in the cafeteria that he said you can go up to the athletic center, make a left in the office, and send them to Coach Zimmerman's office to pick up their turkeys with multiple winners. So all day long, these kids would go up to the coach's office and here to collect the free turkey.
Oh, Brennan O'Neal. That's a hat trick. And it's 9-7 Duke, a 5-point evening at Klockner for O'Neal.
He's no turkey. He'll be a future pro. Again, playing for Team USA. Nice change of fields, head pump and go. O'Neal's always setting things up, whether it's a hitch with a lower body injury.
Ricky Miezon with Peter Garno on the midfield along with McIntosh. McIntosh feeding inside, shot, score. That's 5 for Peyton Cormier.
Slowly but surely, Virginia's crawled their way back into this game. Duke led 7-2 early second corner. Excellent double team work there. McIntosh, the lefty from Palo Alto, California. This is a program guy who's worked his way up the depth charts. He's willed his way. His team a lot. McIntosh, dodging, left-handed shooting.
What's been impressive about this Virginia run, Q, you look at their first 4 goals, 3 of them unassisted. That's un-Virginia-like. The last 4 all have been assisted. We're seeing Cormier off ball, and they've done that really without Connor Schellenberger being involved. Virginia had to get it across before that shot clock hit 60. It results in a turnover. Duke the other way. Jack Gray, the D-Midi, over to O'Neal. Fires low. 4 for Brennan O'Neal. Stand up, Strong Island.
Turnovers come back to haunt you. Just a bad turnover. Gray does a good job, draws the defense, and then kicks it to the money man. O'Neal, give me the ball from the wing. I mean, this is where he really asserts himself. Back up. You get a free opportunity to ping a corner.
Now Ledman.
Ledman's got a matchup here.
The short stick Connor trying to stay with Ledman. Ledman loses him. Goes high. Top shelf against Nunes. It's 3 for Garrett Ledman, and Duke's lead is 3.
Paul Carcaterra's PLL big board. It's going to have a lot of defenders in the top 10. But let me tell you, Garrett Ledman is going to get selected in the first round of the PLL draft this summer. We were down on the field pregame. He looks like a pro. Spent a lot of time in the weight room. He moves like a pro. And let me tell you, in the last 5...
A steady rain continues to pepper the field here at Klockner. Balsamo. Now Mitchell. Down the alley against Zinn, working it back to X. O'Neal from distance, face dot, fires, scores!
Talked about it a couple minutes ago. Talked about his ability, constantly using deception. Whoop! Big face dodge. Leaner of a shot. I mean, the defender jumps out of the way. The finish, putting it all together on a Friday night in Charlottesville. Brendan O'Neal, one of the best in the game. The great players, Jordan Wolf, defined by winning championships.
Here's Xander Dixon. And that's Jeff Connor as the initiator. Again, 3 assists by Connor. That seems to be the game plan. No Schellenberger, he's not effective. Let's go with Connor, who's done a nice job.
Connor against the midfield defender. Draws the eyes of 2 Duke defenders, 19 and 20 in white inside. You see it, look at the ball watching going on. And Dixon, sometimes you'll see him continues as a non-releasable. Look for Duke to press out here, potentially, with the man down. I don't think they can afford to play it vanilla and base.
Virginia still has about 25 seconds. They scored quickly with the extra man. Schellenberger to Garno, and it's 12-11. Connor Schellenberger has entered the chat. 2 assists on the extra man, Peter Garno. And just when it looked like Duke maybe was on the verge of pulling away, back comes Virginia.
And when you look at this season now with these rule changes, with the high hits, carrying that 1-2 minute, as you said, Anish, the significance of a non-releasable penalty with a good FOGO is make it, take it.
It has not been a talent issue the last couple of years for Duke. Virginia, but the pieces fit well this year.
Zone defense for Virginia.
There's Owen Caputo.
Duke attacking it in a circle. No one on the inside.
Ledman from the outside, bombs away, shot blocked. It didn't hit the goalie, shot clock still going. Denenza slips, saves the possession. McAdory plays it back to Dyson Williams. Shot clock at 10, Williams feeds in front, Denenza cashes in. Aiden Denenza with just his second multi-goal game of his career, and Duke gets a little bit of breathing room back.
You talk about high IQ offensive players who bounce in and out of man and zone offense, and off the scramble, Denenza just flows. They double cut Ledman towards the near pipe. Denenza cuts the far post, and Virginia's just caught off guard.
Shots back to Schellenberger. Turns the corner. Feeding to Dixon behind the back. Not there. Somebody lost a stick. Looked like Frizzoli. Gray's got it for Duke. Might have taken one upstairs. Now Helm will set up the clear.
10-man empty net.
Frizzoli into the empty net. Nunes could not get back in time. Will Frizzoli lost his stick on one end of the field and scores on the other. 4th goal of his career.
It starts with a yard sale, and then Gray with a gorgeous pass. It reminded me of hitting the relay in baseball, where the outfielder's hitting the infielder, and then you make the play at the plate, and that's exactly what that play looked like. Frizzoli gets the credit. Gray picks up the retrieve.
Ledman's got 3, O'Neal's got 5. Duke has not trailed in this game. Shot clock winding down to 4. And Williams beats the shot clock. A hat trick for Dyson Williams. Came in averaging 3+ goals per game, and again, every time Virginia's able to make it a 1 or 2 goal game, Duke answers.
You tell me, is this pass meant for Williams, or is he skipping it through to Caputo on the far side?
I'm not sure.
You had 2 players in a line. Great handle by Dyson.
A one-sided affair. Duke, 16 straight regular season wins, 21-2 overall against UVA since the start of 2005, and Virginia trying to get something off the Petey LaSala face-off win, instead a turnover.
Talking to John Denaf.
5 goals, 3 assists. Owen Caputo with 10 to shoot. Backing down Saladay. Now here comes O'Neal. Shoots and scores. He makes it look so easy. A 9-point evening for the junior.
You know, last Sunday we covered C.J. Kirst of Cornell with a 7-goal game on 10 shots, and I thought it was the model of efficiency. Same deal here. Like, Brennan O'Neal in no way is hogging or dominating ball possession time in this game. A great job in this game. That's the most improved unit on this Blue Devil team.
And it's been some names that maybe weren't on people's radar at the start of the season. Jack Gray and Aiden McGuire. Schellenberger snakes around Brower. Feeds up top. Hard shot by Connor. Helm is there. And now the ball is kicked back. Schellenberger had it, twisting around. Dixon's there.
Nice hustle.
New 60.
Big time hustle. Connor wanted that shot back.
Well-timed double. Frizzoli picks it up.
That's a stinger. That turnover's a stinger because you work so hard to get a second chance at it.
Over. Ledman pumps, body save Nunes. 12 saves for Matthew Nunes.
Nice handle here by the defenders.
Sawstead over to Schellenberger. Connor out of Dixon. And it's Saladay. Nobody picked him up. He took the extra step to increase his angle. And he finds the back of the net. Grayson Saladay, first goal of the season, the 6th of his career.
Banging on the drums in the rain. And the water sprays up into the air, as it does when you hit net on a wet night. The skill level in this game is insane. The passing just in this last play, back and forth between Connor and Dixon, Dixon and Connor, one more to Saladay. I mean, everything is right on the ear. Just beautiful passing.
And now, wing dodge, McAdory. He's got the short stick. Feeding Dyson Williams. Nunes read it and comes up with the save. Saladay being pursued from behind. Well-timed trail check. It'll draw a flag. They're going to get Schelling.
This is big. This is
Virginia big. With a free possession. Virginia got back into this game in the third quarter for a moment on a 1-minute non-releasable penalty.
Nunes made that save look routine because he turned on the feed and beat the ball. His turn was faster. So turn quick, locate the ball, and see it all the way. It was a textbook by Matt Nunes, who works under the tutelage of Kip Turner. There's the foul at the tail end of that sequence.
This man up so hard to defend. What's Virginia trying to do? What's Duke's counter?
That's one you'll give him. McConvey from about 14. Take away the skip passes and deny entry into the paint. Keep him on the perimeter if you're the defense.
Duke packing it in. Cormier goes 5-hole. That 6 for Peyton Cormier. Every time it feels Duke is on the verge of pulling away and riding this into twilight. Here's Virginia with another run. It's 16-13.
Critical goal on the extra man. Watch the big box fake. Works the defense. 5-hole between the wickets.
Guys slipping on this turf. McIntosh charging against the short stick. Didn't get anything on it. Schellenberger on the inside.
It's a pass.
To McAdory. He'll fire. Nunes gobbles it up. Matt Nunes has picked it up.
He's looked apart today. He's on all his misses.
That's going to be a penalty.
Why?
Against
Why?
Duke.
Why? This looked clean. John Danowski can't believe it. Sawstead turns.
And what do you think? McAdory, they call the push. Schutz back to Cormier. Now Schellenberger. Schellenberger from up top over to Garneau. Fires a missile. Second goal for Garneau. It's a 2-goal game with 3:18 to go. And for Virginia all evening, it's felt like Sisyphus pushing the rock up the mountain. Every time they get close, Duke responds. They've got it back to 2 with 3:18.
And what's it about this game? What's it about this sport? Next goal is what matters most. It always has been and always will be. And if on the near post with the body save like a hockey goalie. That's going in.
It almost did. Final ticks. Death, taxes, and Duke over Virginia in Lacrosse. 17 straight regular season wins for Duke against Virginia. The Blue Devils have now won 22 of the last 24 against Virginia. Duke knocks off the #1 team in the country. The good thing, Quint, this is the first of 2 meetings between these two. We get to see Duke and Virginia over at Koskinen in just a few weeks.
They're just getting started.